Welcome back to a very special episode of LTV News. With the end of the semester near, we're celebrating 10 seasons of our show with a lineup of footage that is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Instead of covering the latest here on campus and around the city, we are going to rewind the clock and take a look at some of our proudest productions and stories.
From right here on campus to South Philly and the suburbs, all the way up to Rochester, New York. All of our favorite packages from season 9 and 10 are being brought back for this special episode. Starting with Hispanic Heritage Month's campus activities, to one of Philadelphia's favorite Center City events, to a famous music shop in upstate New York. All that and more right here on LaSalle TV News.
Good evening and welcome back to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Ave to Philadelphia and the world. My name is Maddie Geyer, and it saddens me to announce tonight's show will be our second to last after such an outstanding season.
And I'm Donny Argo. You're watching LaSalle TV News, LaSalle TV's hotspot for all LaSalle and Philadelphia-related info and events. There's a lot to catch up on. There's a lot of great stories to touch back on in the next half hour, so don't go anywhere, because for tonight's show, we have a lot of fun and interesting stories you won't want to miss. So let's get started.
Last year, members of the ROTC used the Kirk Pool right here on campus for some early morning water-based training. Donnie and I took the opportunity to ask some drenched trainees a couple of questions about what their military journey has been like so far.
We're here to train to be officers in the United States Army, so we go through a rigorous 4-year training. Your 4th year, you're actually leading the cadets, but for the first 3 years, you're preparing for camp, and then once upon graduation, you'll serve as a second lieutenant.
Okay, so this is CWST, Combat Water Survival Training. So technically the GAFB is not part of it, but the GAFB is a 100-meter swim that they have to do in full uniform, and then at the end, they have to stay swimming and throw their wet OCPs, which is their uniform, onto the side of the pool. It's a lot harder than it looks. And then you've got the jump, the 3-meter jump. They have to hold out their rifle, extend it in their hands, and hold on to it once they hit the water, and then they swim to the side. And then we've got the gear removal over there, which is where they also hold out their rifle and they jump backwards into the water. They must stay submerged until they fully remove their flick, which is like a vest, and then they come back up. And then lastly, we've got the 15-meter swim, which is a 15-meter swim holding up their rifle. They have to make sure their barrel of their weapon is completely out of the water. All of the weapons here are dummy rifles, so they're completely fake. But yeah, that's it. The ultimate goal is to help prepare them for if they ever have to do any kind of water survival training or in real life. So just to make sure that they can handle being in full uniform in the water, swimming with their weapon or any extra gear, and make sure that they are safe when doing so.
I think perseverance is one of the biggest things, and I think just having that level of confidence in yourself. A lot of times you think you can't, you kind of second guess yourself right when you're about to go in the water, and that's kind of true with life as well. You know, you just got to do it, get your foot in the water, and see where it goes from there, and you'll surprise yourself. So. Yeah.
The Organization of Latin American Students, known as OLAS, has had many events around campus over the years, and one of the ones that have stood out the most was Guerra Latina. It was an amazing event, and I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to attend and get a taste of the Latin culture. I am here tonight in the quad with the Organization of Latin American Students as they celebrate Hispanic History Month by sharing with us a little taste of the foods and drinks from their culture.
So tonight we have our Gira Latina Festival. It is a festival to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have a lot of food, drinks, games, and activities to represent different Hispanic countries. We have Venezuelan food, El Salvador food, Mexican food, also Puerto Rican Coco Rico, which is a coconut soda really popular in Puerto Rico, Dominican Morir Soñando, basically just representing every country through a game, food, or activity to celebrate our heritage and to represent.
The goal of the event is just to spread humanity and just show the world our culture and show it's the greatest culture as any other culture in the world.
Right now, I'm at the social media station. So if people want to do TikToks, we'll make TikToks. If they want to sign up for a Caribbean association, we want to begin. For students also, they can sign up for that. And if you guys want to enter in a raffle, we're doing that too.
My favorite right now is the Morin Soñando, and it's a Dominican drink, and it's half orange juice, half sweetened condensed milk. It tastes exactly like a creamsicle, but in a drink form. So good.
I love pupusas. I'm from El Salvador, so I love pupusas.
So tonight we just have a nice Latin cultural event and representing all Latin American countries, because that's so important to being a Latino or a Latinx person. And we just got everybody popping out here tonight, non-Latinos, Latinos, everybody here, and it's just a great event.
This spring, Thomas Dombo, the Danish sculptor, brought his one-of-a-kind troll creations to the Philadelphia Zoo. Jackie and I got the chance to chat with the director of Mission Integration, Danny Hogan, to discover more on the impact of this eye-opening exhibit. If you enjoy artwork rooted in environmentalism, you won't want to miss this.
So Thomas Dombo is a world-renowned artist who has been creating sculptures out of recycled materials for at least over 15 years, and he creates some absolutely amazing things. A lot of his work has actually taken place in Europe, in his native Denmark and other places nearby, but there are also plenty of trolls, like the ones you see behind me, here in the United States. So we are very happy to be hosting 6 of these trolls here at Philadelphia Zoo. Trolls Save the Humans is an absolutely incredible piece of art that you will not be able to see anywhere else nearby. So if you are interested in art, in sustainability, in creativity, in just seeing something new that you've never seen before, we think you should come and check it out, because it's only going to be here a short period of time. The point of this experience is to teach humans about how we can actually save ourselves. The mission of the Philadelphia Zoo is all about saving animals and wildlife and wild places. And in this exhibit, we're actually kind of turning that around and learning about how we as humans can save ourselves. We rely on the environment every single day, just like our wildlife does. So it's important for us to remember that if we want to save animals and habitats, we have to save humans too. And these trolls are here to help us learn just how to do that. So we are hoping that the community that comes to visit Philadelphia Zoo will take away from this experience an opportunity to change the way that they see how they themselves impact the world. These trolls are wanderers. This is actually a traveling exhibit. We're just one stop on their trip throughout the United States, so we are very happy and honored to be able to host them for just a few short months.
And here we have Base Bula, who is the 3rd troll out of the whole exhibition. And he here expresses how you don't need to always follow the rules to show your beauty in art, to express yourself, right? He loves to make mud creations, and he definitely believes in just not having to follow the rules when it comes down to making art. So here we have the jewelry that Comic-Con actually created herself. This is all recyclable items that were found in the ocean itself. With that being said, just converting something such as trash into something beautiful.
Last year, I went down to South Philadelphia to visit the Second Daughter Baking Company located in the Bach Building on South 9th Street. I got to talk to the sister duo that runs this amazing business about their career journey, and I even got to try one of their delicious cupcakes. If you haven't tried out their desserts yet, I can assure you that you are missing out. After winning awards for their baking skills and with the use of local fresh ingredients, these 2 sisters are always ready to make the perfect dessert for you.
We started during the pandemic, of course, which is a time when no one ever thought to start a business or start anything. For us, it has to be its absolute perfect best, because it's great to have a product out there, but why can't it be its best? So that's it. That's really the philosophy behind Second Daughter. We have since gone on to win Best of Philly for our brownies. We've been nominated for James Beard. So we've reached a lot of success in such a short time. We make brownies. That's what Second Daughter is known for. But of course we do cupcakes, giant, like cookies the size of your face. We also make wedding cakes, tarts, savory tarts, focaccia bread, muffins. Really, you name it, we make it. I've been baking professionally for 7 years now. Second Daughter was always a dream, and it was something that evolved into what it is.
Earlier this April, LaSalle provided students with opportunities to network and conversate with professionals at the annual Spring Career Fair. Organizations from around the area and beyond set up in Founders Hall to connect with students and discover potential employees. Let's take a look at how the day played out.
So this is actually a fair that we host every year in the spring, and it's the only job fair we're going to have for the next couple years. We are shifting over into networking nights that are going to be in the fall, and they will be industry-based and clustered industry career paths and a bit more tailored events, where this is just going to be our only large-scale event for all types of employers, all types of industries, all types of companies and organizations. And so basically this is like the last chance opportunity for any students of all ages to chat with employers who are hiring different positions, internships, or volunteer opportunities before they, start their next round of hiring. So it could be for a summer internship or full-time position after graduation, or a job for next semester, a whole mix of things. But this is basically that last chance before the semester ends opportunity. To get a lot of feedback over the last couple years from employers and from students that they'd like to see more tailored, customized events that are specific to them. So that way when they're at the event, they feel like all the employers that are there are relatable to their career path and actually people they want to have conversations with or opportunities that they'd like to take advantage of. So the 3 big events that you'll see next fall will be in September, October, and November. September will be more of a business, communication, and technology clustered event. The one in October will be humanities, civil and social services, which is going to be more of like the arts and sciences. And then the 3rd in November will be health science and human services. So that's going to be kind of a combination of School of Nursing and Health Sciences and School of Arts and Sciences.
So my name is Joseph Batista. I'm a senior. I'm a communication major. And I'm at the career fair today trying to get a job for when I graduate, because Indeed does not do you very well. It's just like, fishing for nothing. For a role in advertising, I'd love to do copywriting, but there's no type of copywriting positions around here. Just something, developing some sort of like advertising materials or something of that sort. I'd say everyone's pretty nice though, they're pretty informative. It's a lot of generalist jobs here. Like the most places I went to, they said they hire any major looking to do like really non-specified work, which I got a degree in a certain thing for a reason, so I want to do a specified type of work. My overall impression is if you're a business major, especially an accounting major, then you're probably real happy here. It's pretty busy. It's spacious though. I like how it's laid out. I was kind of confused how they were going to fit 70 employers, but they did it. I like how when you go in, you go through that separate room and grab like your name badge and things like that. I mean, more comm jobs would be cool, but I think that would be something that should be more centric to the comm building. I think the building that it's in dictates what kind of energy you're going to have here and like the expectation in advance. So maybe like for the more niche majors or majors that aren't as general as this, have a smaller thing that are people interested in hiring jobs still instead of just like a networking night, although they are still beneficial.
A couple months ago, I got to experience the Philly Go project. I got to talk with the director, a few of their volunteers, check out their community garden, and experience the bi-monthly Goat Ramble event. It was an honor to be able to visit this nonprofit organization, and if you aren't familiar with them, I highly encourage that you go visit this amazing Philly farm. I am here today with the Philadelphia nonprofit organization known as the Philly Goat Project. Today I had the chance to hang out with some goats, check out the community garden, talk to some of the employees, and right behind me as we speak, they are hosting their bi-monthly goat ramble. So let's go check it out and see what it's all about.
No, the Philly Goat Project is a community-based organization that has many different things that caters to the community to help foster, of course, unity in the community, to foster social skills with children, to foster just teaching kids how to interact with others and learn responsibilities. They do hands-on projects. They learn how to take care of goats, which is amazing for kids to have other types of interests outside of what regular urban children sometimes stereotypically have. But just allowing them to come out in nature in a different setting than what we're used to, what we usually see when we step out of our front doors. So we have this beautiful garden space, this beautiful arboretum, and you get to be hands-on and touch nature and learn with nature. And nature is a great teacher. It teaches you to learn more about yourself, to be more aware of your surroundings and what is really available to you without having to spend any money, because accessibility is key. Being able to have access to farm animals and projects and garden and food, that's important. Taking care of one another and taking care of the earth is important. You take care of the earth takes care of you.
Yes, so today we have a goat ramble. The ramble is for special needs kids and adults to be able to come out and quietly interact with the goats. They get to learn about them. They get to be up close with them without all of the noise around other people or the city noise. It's a very intimate event, so that way they can be one with the goats. No one's judging, no one's making crazy faces at anyone. It's just a great little community environment, so that way they can be able to do more without being judged.
If you liked what you saw here today, you can check out the Philly Goat Project on their website listed below, and you can check all the future events and figure out ways to donate to this amazing organization.
If you love plants, flowers, color, and creativity, you may have found yourself at the Philadelphia Flower Show like Donny and I last year. The week-long event takes place annually at the Pennsylvania Convention Center and has been drawing in visitors since 1829. We hope this footage encourages you to take the trip for yourself.
Yeah, so we are in the entrance garden at the Philadelphia Flower Show. We've named the garden Flora Struck because you're supposed to be kind of taken aback and get your breath taken away when you enter this garden. It's a juxtaposition of color and texture and shape and light, and that's what this garden is kind of all about. This show is a very old show. It's started many, many, many years ago as just a place where people could show their plants. And now it has become this incredible experience. We have 32 major exhibitors that come from all over the world to show their craft, landscape architecture, floral design, and we have a lot of other amazing experiences for guests to participate in as well. So it's a show, but then there are things to do. We have great activities for families. We have great things to create and crafts. We have amazing music to listen to. So it's an amazing experience for all of our guests, young and old. A lot goes into it. So we begin this process as soon as the last show ends, we start the new. So it is a year-long process. And actually our last show happened 8 months ago, so it was an even shorter time that we had to produce this event. So months and months and months of planning. And then the load-in time to get in here, though, is pretty short, actually. We're here for a week and a half. And all of this happens in that time period. So it's a very compressed load-in to get to this place. We're in it. This is my favorite one. The entrance garden is incredible. The lights, the music, the color. It is everything we dreamed up it to be. If you see the renderings that we produced leading up to the show, they really mirror this experience that was created. So I love it. It is so joyful, and it's amazing to see the guests come in and truly like be wowed by what they're seeing.
Last semester, Maddie and I traveled to Center City to experience the annual Kimchi Festival at Love Park. We got the opportunity to learn about Korean culture, food, music, dancing, and so much more. If you like what you see, be sure to keep an eye out for future dates and plans to check it out for yourself.
Donny and I are here at the Kimchi Festival in Love Park, and even though it's a bit chilly, that's not stopping people from enjoying the culture, food, and fashion. Let's go check it out.
So I'm from Udi Center, which focuses on Korean and Asian American voting in like the Philadelphia and Montgomery County areas. But today we are just doing like activities with people. So we have character writing, and we're also registering people to vote, which is like one of the main reasons why we're out here today. I am Korean and I do really love kimchi. So I'm just like so excited to see like the Philadelphia community like learning more about like kimchi and like Korean culture. I'm not the biggest fan of like traditional cabbage kimchi, but I do love spicy radish and sweet radish kimchi, and my favorite ways to eat it is with white rice. I think that there's been a lot of Asian hate recently since the pandemic has started, and keeping especially like Asian cultural festivals just brings like awareness and education to the community to show like a positive side.
Does everybody enjoy kimchi? Oh my goodness.
We go to Rider University. We're Pulse Dance Crew. We're from the Rider Korean Pop Culture Club. I'm currently the vice president of that club, hoping to be president soon. We're all K-pop fans. Listen to the songs, go to concerts, learn the choreo when we have the chance to. So we kind of decided to get together and like actually like make a dance team. We did Super Shy by New Jeans today because they're a pretty popular group. Everyone seems to really love them. It's a pretty fun choreo that gets people energetic. So.
My home city of Rochester, New York is known for a slightly different type of meal, the garbage plate. While it might not sound like an appetizing dish, the plate is a sought-after local favorite that encaptures Rochester's unique, gritty, and bold personality.
The garbage plate brings some of the best foods in American culture and combines them to make such a perfect flavor that you just can't recreate in any type of food. It is such a combination of the crispiness of the potatoes, the softness of the mac salad, the very meaty texture of the hamburger and the cheeseburger. Rochester's culture is definitely very diverse, and I think that's the perfect way to describe our food here too.
What's there not to love, right? It's just got a little bit of everything, a lot of tastes and flavors that come with it, and it's really filling as well. I think it brings part of like the diversity of it all, right? That's what I love about it. It just brings everything together in like the garbage plate per se, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I think that's what Rochester kind of brings in. It's just a really beautiful spot.
The garbage plate is 105 years old, created and trademarked by Nick Tahoe of Nick Tahoe Hots.
Well, it actually was started in 1918. It was called Hots and Potatoes, large plate of 2 hot dogs, home fries, cold beans, 2 slices of Italian bread, and it was made to feed the people that were maybe going to only eat once a day. Hearty food, keep them supplied for overnight, and then come back the next day, hopefully. Right now, the common plates are cheeseburger plates and the hot dog plates. Sides that we have now are home fries, French fries, macaroni salad, and of course the cold beans from 1918. In the 80s, we started to pick up a lot of college trade, and they'd come in. We used to be open 24 hours a day. So they'd come in, not knowing what they were looking at. And they would say, give me a plate with all that garbage on it. And after a while, it became shortened to, give me a garbage plate. You know, my father hated that because, you know, it's just, you don't call food garbage. It's not appealing. It doesn't really sound appetizing. The meat goes on the potato salad, so it doesn't make the macaroni hot. And then you put toppings from mustard, onions, and meat sauce. We've been around for 104 years. How many generations have been exposed to garbage plates? It's only the past 30 years or so that there were no other copycat places out there. So if you wanted a garbage plate, you had to come here. And you still have to because it's trademarked, so somebody might be selling some other plate called something else, but if you want to say that you actually had a garbage plate, unless you've been to Nick Tahoe's, you haven't had one.
In Malvern and Collegeville, a new business known as CRA Cafe opened up in the fall, and I got the chance to head over and see what all the rave is about. From smoothies to fresh juice, acai bowls, and delicious sandwiches, this should definitely be your go-to spot for anyone in the area. CRA Cafe is a new business that opened up in the beginning of October. Their mission is providing healthy fast food for all ages in their 3 locations at Wynwood, Malvern, and Collegeville.
What makes CRA so unique is our diverse and unique menu, as well as our fresh fruit and vegetables. We provide smoothies, juices, toast, and smoothie bowls. My favorite food option on the menu is bruschetta, which comes with cherry tomatoes, mozzarella seasoned with salt and pepper, basil, and drizzled with balsamic vinaigrette. My favorite smoothie is the Banana Bliss, which is bananas, oat milk, granola, honey, and vanilla. My day consists of opening the store at 8 a.m., as well as making sure everything is clean and making sure that the fruit and vegetables are freshly prepped and ready to go.
If you're looking for some new foods to try, take a trip to CRA Cafe, one of their 3 new locations. Whether you get food, juice, or a smoothie, you won't be disappointed.
Also in Rochester, the infamous House of Guitars music store, which has been servicing local musicians since 1964. Visitors over the years have included Aerosmith, Metallica, Ozzy Osbourne, and many more. Whether you love music history or just things that are plain cool, you'll want to take a look.
Been here almost 60 years. Cleaning, selling, ordering.
This transmitter comes in. I think it's my headphone cord. What's that? Oh, okay. Is there toilet paper?
We were born in a real impoverished family, and we developed this crazy work ethic.
My nephews are downstairs.
2 or 3 weeks ago, we had ZZ Top and Leonard Skinner in here. And they were hanging out for hours, running around, shopping, talking to people, taking pictures. But, you know, everybody comes in. It's like every day there's a different band.
I run our Reverb page, which is our national sales. I'm the social media manager, photographer, photo editing. I really like the band Mess that came in. I didn't know of them. Cool pop punk band. They just love the store and just been super nice to us. It's just the culture that they build throughout the ages. I mean, you know, since 1964, just as my boss said, just the crazy work ethic and just creating a culture of just, you know, regardless of who you are or what background, we always find something for everyone and welcome everyone and just try to have fun here, you know. We're not the most sterile environment, but I think that's what kind of makes it genuine and fun. And again, we're looking out for everyone that comes in here, so I think that's the fun part and just all the history with all the bands. My boss is always telling me about all the bands that come in, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a cool story, sure. And then they come in, they're like, Bruce, and I'm like, oh my God, he's telling the truth. Getting kids started on their first guitar is, you know, very meaningful, just seeing their eyes light up. Just knowing that they're going to be going down that same, you know, adventure that a lot of us musicians have gone down. I find that to be probably one of the biggest meaningful things to me.
Like I said, we came up poor and we worked hard and we enjoy what we do. I love people, I love music.
Well, that just about does it for this episode of LTV News. We'll see you next week for our very last episode of Season 10. But until then, you can find us on the web, as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on our Facebook and Instagram page. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
And in case you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube under our LaSalle TV Philly page. Thank you to our crew and viewers for helping make this show possible. We look forward to our last episode of being your hosts of LaSalle TV News. So see you soon, but for now, I'm Maddie Geyer.
And I'm Donny Maddie. Don't forget to tune in next time for more fun stories and events. But until then, thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.